is what I'm telling you.
That's why we call you shallow. Oh, because it's like we're not getting you. We want to know how is it with you.
But that relates 100% to myself.
You got to listen to what they're saying, man. You got to listen. These are the people that we're trying to have a connection with.
Yeah.
You can't go on the defensive.
I'm not going on the defensive. But I'm just saying, like, I feel that I am not totally understood as to how deep I am when a can swim.
You can feel how you feel. There ain't nothing wrong with how you feel, Cardi. Okay? He's absolutely right to feel how he feel. It's just he chose the wrong moment to tell us how he felt. It was about your self-awareness. But that's my thoughts. What do you gather from this situation? I'm going to go straight to Seaway because Seaway says she done slowed it down. Oh, wait. Does someone else want to say something?
Jake can go.
Oh, sorry. No, I don't want to go Seaway. You can go. But I just want, in the meantime, while Seaway is going, can you find where they actually asked the question? Because I need a clarification on that right there.
Okay.
Wait, you could go back. Didn't they say what did you learn?
It was at the beginning. What did you learn?
No. I need the very first person that asked the question to start the whole thing because that's in the middle.
I got you. Oh, here it is. I got you.
Well, let's dig in.
Yeah.
Let's eat.
I'm gonna need one of them biscuits too, so.
Jeff, honey turned up.
Hot butter biscuits.
I got a serious question.
Oh, God.
So, out of curiosity, what is something new that you learned about yourselves actually going through this process?
Great question.
That I'm a prude, apparently.
You're proof. Break it down.
Apparently. Because I would hear like the other ladies talk about like the conversations they've had with people and the way they've opened up. And I'm always behind. I'm like, dang, what are y'all doing? Then I'm not.
You might have been moved a little slower with it, but you're right on time. You're right on time.
Who next?
What I've learned about myself is that I definitely prejudge way more than I thought. So I'm definitely going to be more open to getting to know people for who they are.
That's real.
That was good. Who next?
I'll jump in.
All right, Cardi, let's go.
So yeah, it was about what did they learn? By the way, Darius is a mean chef out here, boy. He is cooking up a storm in there. You know what? Shoot, they need to be careful. Don't know what kind of meats he's using. Pause. But anyway,
Giving up the dark arts, my A.
I don't know why I'm saying pause. The Holy Spirit knows what my heart was saying. It definitely wasn't that.
The Holy Spirit is not involved in this.
I don't know why I said pause. Shoot. Anyway, Siri, go for it.
Cardier said, y'all some bald-headed hoes. Y'all don't appreciate my greatness. Y'all wouldn't know that I'm deep because I'm too deep for y'all to understand. He said the biggest thing that he learned is that y'all ain't ready for him. And then they said, no, what did you learn? And he said, that's what I learned, that y'all ain't ready. Y'all can't appreciate my greatness, what I'm bringing to the table, and y'all behind, and y'all need to catch up. And that's what he said. And then when, Vince come in trying to regulate, and he said, no, don't regulate me. I said what I said, and I meant what I meant. Man. Well, what I will say is that Cardier, I don't know, they say he living on some acres out there in Detroit. He got some funds to him. I don't know if he has never been forced to, do some self-evaluation, or perhaps this process is stretching him beyond what he has, where he's been stretched before. All I know is that man was sweating at that table. He was stressed, and he wanted y'all to know that y'all some bald-headed hoes who ain't ready for him. And that had me weak.
Yo, all I can hear is that song when you said that. Ball head. I'm so sure, but yeah. But
he said, "What did you learn?" He said, "That's what I learned." Dang.
It's learn about yourself, not about the other people.
Well, he said, "That's all I got."
You asking for too much. Basically, that's exactly what he said. He was like, how deep you want to get? That's as deep as I've gotten. And he was confused as to why people were asking for too. He felt like that was too much.
But is the irony not lost on y'all that Ashley want Cardier to be deep and keep calling that man shallow, and she likes Darius?
Wow.
He should have come back with that.
I
He got
mean,
some depth on him. He got scammer depth, and that's a different type of deep.
he don't be saying nothing. What he tell Ashante, you late but you right on time. He thinks he's Dr. Seuss. He don't be talking about nothing.
It did sound deep though when he said it though. He said,
It
"No, you
did
right
sound
on
good.
time."
It did sound
I
good.
said, it did sound good with the voice too. I said I can't even do the voice, but it did sound good. I know he was chatting nonsense, but it sounded good. That's
Yeah,
why
my Darius.
He be,
yeah.
That's that pimp speak. That's that pimp speak.
It was sweet though.
That's because
That's
that's
how
how
he
pimps
gets
talk.
you.
It's supposed to be enticing. They're street intellectuals, you know? They're not stupid.
I do think though, I the way everybody was looking at Cardi like he's going crazy, but the way that Ashley said that's why we call you shallow, you only get that kind of compliment when a woman thinks the worst of you. Like she doesn't find you attractive or you're annoying or something. There's some like, do you know what I mean? Like if she had liked him in any kind of shape or form, she would have said, look, babe, this is what we're trying to tell you. Should have changed the way. But when she said, this is why we call you shallow, it's given I don't like you. You know what I mean? That's what was given. Like, I don't like you energy. Because she didn't even try to say it nicely. I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying.
Oh, she's petty and had a bit of wine. But also, would you say, considering your skill set now, Kojo, would you say Cardi is probably a bit more emotionally unavailable? Like, because I do believe that he believed he gave his best. Like see where he said, like, he really was like, no. Even when Vince was correcting him, he felt insulted. He's like, what are you talking about? So do you reckon he's just like, this is his emotional level? Like at this point in his life, he was like, yeah, I'm going deep. Like, what are you talking about? I'm trying to tell you guys how I feel about the situation.
He tried. That's all I can say. He tried and he tried his best. He genuinely meant it. Yes, Sean, go for it.
I was going to say, I mean, there's a couple of things happening here. One, accountability was chasing him and he was outrunning it because it's like how many different times, how many different ways are people asking you questions and you are just not even, you're just running away from the very most obvious answer to the question, which is what did you learn? Not how do you feel you weren't received by everyone? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like he's still butthurt because he was at the bottom and, he feels like people aren't getting him. Although what I would say where I agree with him is I think they're using the wrong word. I don't think shallow is the right word to describe him. Shallow is Darius. That's what shallow looks like. I think Cardi is a little socially awkward because we saw on that little hoverboard when he cupped that woman's butt unnecessarily, but even in a weird way, like if you was trying to cop a feel, that's kind of not the way you would do it. But either way, I think he's the little socially awkward. You know what I'm saying? And I think like what they're getting is his inability to be vulnerable. I don't think that makes him shallow. You know what I mean? Like, I think sometimes we use words and we just throw them on people and it's not really what we're trying to say. Because even how everybody's describing him, that's what we're saying. That's not shallow. What he was even doing at the dinner table, he was avoiding accountability, not understanding, not self-reflecting, not self-assessing. That's not shallow. He was feeling misunderstood. And I know you tried to put the spectrum on Vince, but often people that are in some level of spectrum feel misunderstood. And I think that's where Cardi was. And that's why he kept trying to explain himself. And even when Vince stepped in to help him not be defensive, he was like, I'm not being defensive. It's because he felt like nobody is understanding me. Y'all don't get me. Y'all not understanding what I'm trying to do. But what you will see is when he was in his element on that hoverboard by himself, he was like smooth sailing. When it came to showing, I think it was it Ashley or Ashante? I think Ashley, who he was showing. He couldn't, it took him a while to get there. And that to me shows whatever it is, it could be a spectrum or it could be socially awkward, all things together. I think he's feeling misunderstood and that's why he's lashing out at people and he's not making these connections and you're also in a compressed environment. And that's my summation.
And Sean, you just hit on something. I want to add to your point. I also notice that with women especially, but with men sometimes, when your social cues don't add up with the way people think you look, or the way that you like, if you look handsome or people feel like you should act a certain way. I don't think he acts the way people perceive him, and that's also frustrating them. I think if he just looked quirky, if he wasn't handsome, if he wasn't tall, and he act that way, I feel like people would just let him be. But he's not adding up to the way he looks. Because when he was at the table, I'm joking, but he looked like he was about to cry. He looked very frustrated, and I think Sean is saying it without saying it. I think Cardi is at his capacity, and people are trying to push him past his capacity, and it's frustrating them, and it's frustrating him. And so he gonna have to find love with somebody who's able to meet him where he at.
Well, I was gonna add on to Sean, but I'm gonna add on to you too, Stan Seaway, because then we gotta put that in the perspective of I'm literally at the table, and maybe I misheard the question. Like that's why I went back and asked y'all what the question is, because I felt it might have changed throughout the night. But and I'm speaking as Cardi at the table. I might have misheard the question, so now I'm speaking on my feelings, because what I'm still harboring on is what I was told before, and I'm still feeling some type of way, and I ain't been able to get that off or whatever. So I'm not hearing what the question actually is. I'm just finding an opportunity to share how I feel. And then out of the woodworks, everybody starts actually attacking me and saying, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is that shallow. That energy right there is going to make me escalate even more in this moment. And that's what you are actually seeing, is a person that is escalated in this moment. And is it emotionally stable? No. Is it emotionally regulated? No. But when I'm trying to get my feelings off, and the first thing you want to tell me is this is what I'm talking about. This is how it is. Instead of saying, you know what, I hear you, but that's not what the question was. The question was, what did you learn? Not how did it make you feel? So sometimes that could put you in a space where now I'm at defense. I got you coming at me, you coming at me, you coming at me, now him coming at me. I'm at defense mode at this point right now and stuff. Elle said, you can make the face all you want. Emotionally unregulated people is going to sit there and they're going to sit there and look crazy. They're going to sit there and feel like they're being attacked at this moment. So it's just like, I'm not going to sit here and put too much on him and stuff, because I do feel like he is at a little disadvantage when it comes to being around social people in a social setting. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Cardier experience is not in this environment for everybody. It's a one-on-one experience. Like Sean pointed out, he was good on a one-on-one setting, even though he still had a bit of an awkward moment there. But when I got too many one-on-ones, and like I said before, we've had a lot of group dates. So they ain't even really getting one-on-ones. He's getting to have to deal with this personality, that, this, and all this at the same time. And everybody's telling me I'm not deep and I don't understand, I'm shallow and stuff like that. And if I take shallow for the word it is, it's like I'm not shallow. What do you mean? I'm not out here being like some other people up in here. So it's just like, I don't know. Baby boy wasn't going to win this battle at all.